Usually in Minecraft, you expect to spawn in a normal world and make your way through the game. Maybe along the way, you'll see some strange land generation, or a structure that spawned in a weird position, but nothing too crazy. But in extremely rare cases, you can encounter some very strange things. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 anomalies that have been found on certain Minecraft seeds. Like in the previous video, this is only for Java Edition. Sorry Bedrock players, but your video will come soon. Also, you may have noticed that this video is a bit more festive than usual. And I know this is early or late depending on when the video comes out, but this video is a Christmas special. So I hope you all enjoy these holidays. And now, without further ado, let's start. Seeing as it's Christmas, I think it's fitting to start off with an anomaly like this one. In 1.16, there was a rare block which could be found in snow biomes. This block isn't actually that special, as it's simply a grass block, but the weird thing about it is that it's a texture that should never be seen in the game. This texture only appears when a snow layer is on top of a grass block, and if you remove the snow layer, the grass block turns back to normal. But if there is no snow layer, but the block hasn't updated, it'll cause the grass to have a greyish texture. Many people call this the rarest block in Minecraft, but while I'm sure there's plenty of rarer blocks out there, there's currently no way to get this block anymore, unless you happen to find it during older updates, like 1.16. So there were actually 2 ways this block could spawn. The first one is if an enderman picked up a grass block with snow on it, and then placed it back down. Or if you were lucky enough, this could naturally generate in your world. In March of 2021, a user called Unsortites made a post on Reddit claiming to have found the rare snow block, right at spawn. To see this for yourself, you need to go on Minecraft 1.16.4 and type in this seed, and you'll spawn right next to a lake with one of these blocks. Also, if you were wondering, you can't pick it up or mine it with Silk Touch. I also want to note that many other people have found this block and have discovered glitches to make it, so it's not a one-of-a-kind anomaly, but finding this naturally was still rare, and now it's not even possible to get it without commands, because it can't be found anymore, and the glitches to make it have been patched. This anomaly has been slowly lost to time, and it's likely that it will be even more forgotten in the future. In Minecraft, you can find 2 types of villages. Normal villages, which are pretty common, and abandoned villages, which have about a 2% chance to spawn in Java. But did you know there's a 3rd type of village, which is the rarest of all? I call this village the Ghost Village. This next anomaly involves this village, more specifically the lack of a village. For some reason, from 1.16 onwards, there's a very rare chance that can cause a village to generate without any structures. This causes it to spawn with only roads and hay bales, which looks very strange. This phenomenon has been occasionally documented by players over the last few years, but it's still barely known about in the wider community. In fact, these villages are still prevalent to this day and can be found in the latest version, which is 1.20.4 right now. One recent time that this was found was in a particular seed that was posted to Reddit. This seed was found by a user called Avuman, and this is one that still works on the latest version. I also couldn't find any official bug reports on this anomaly, so it looks like it's gone under the radar for a long time. To see this for yourself, you need to go to Minecraft 1.20.4 and type this seed in. Then teleport to these coordinates and you'll find it. I don't really know how rare a ghost village is, but I've never come across one, and it must be very obscure if nothing's been done to fix it all these years. Also, in this particular seed, for some reason, the village well generates underground, which could have something to do with a glitch. But either way, it's a rare anomaly, and something that definitely wasn't supposed to happen, unless Mojang secretly added a 3rd village type. But yeah, if anyone has any extra info on this, feel free to explain it in the comments as well. The void is usually not something that's accessible in the overworld, but there are certain seeds in which people have found broken bedrock. No structures are able to break bedrock, by the way, as it's always prioritized to be generated last. But there is one exception, and for some reason, that's ruined portals. If a ruined portal generates over bedrock, it will remove it. But this shouldn't be an issue, because ruined portals usually never spawn on bedrock level, because they only generate on the surface, or in shallow caves. But there is a way this can happen, and that's because of a phenomenon called sinkholes. Sinkholes are very rare to come across, and they're almost anomalies on their own. If you didn't know, Minecraft sinkholes are huge holes that suddenly go down to almost bedrock level, and there's usually either water or lava at the bottom. While sinkholes by themselves are rare, having a ruined portal spawn at the bottom of them is even rarer. Several seeds like this have been found, but they usually only have one or a couple of void holes, which is impressive, but the seed I want to focus on today is different. This seed was found by a user called TheGamerRC on Reddit, where he made a post claiming he discovered a seed with 35 void holes from a nether portal that spawned on the lowest possible location. To see this for yourself, you need to go on Minecraft 1.19.2 and type in this seed, then teleport to these coordinates and you'll be at the portal. This is honestly very impressive, and if you removed all of the breakable blocks, you can see that there are several openings to enter the void. The reason this is so incredibly rare, even among other seeds like this, is that other seeds usually spawn the portal on the lava at the bottom of a sinkhole, but this one spawned even lower, and it even exposes the bedrock itself, which usually never happens naturally. Theoretically, there may even be a seed out there with 2 or more ruined portals, which could have an entire section of bedrock removed. But right now, this seed may be the closest we have to a true bedrock hole in Java Edition. Have you ever wondered what the furthest spawn point in Minecraft is? Well, maybe you haven't, because not many people really wonder that, but it seems like a few people on a Discord server called Minecraft at Home have wanted to know the answer to this. To give some context as to how spawning works, the Minecraft wiki says that a player can spawn within +500 or -500 in each direction from the origin point, which is 0, on every world. But if there's something that obstructs this spawn, then the game will try and spawn players anywhere up to +1500 and -1500 in each direction. Keep in mind though that spawning this far out is extremely rare, and most times you spawn in a new world, you'll only be a few blocks away from 0. But yeah, the actual mechanics of spawning are much more complicated, and I don't have the knowledge to explain them. So the answer to the question of the furthest spawn is that we'll probably never know what it is, but there is a seed that may be the furthest found so far. On the Discord server Minecraft at Home, which is a famous seed finding server, a user named Nels, with the help of many others who are all credited in the description, made a post with the furthest spawns they found, after using programs to search through billions of seeds. To load the world, you have to go on 1.19.4 and type in this seed. You'll notice that when you spawn, you'll be at these coordinates, which if you calculate it, is 1759 blocks away from 0, and this distance, according to Nels, has less than a 1 out of 3.1 trillion chance of happening. There's also another seed that was found by Nels, which has the furthest spawn point on a single axis in any seed found so far, being 1673 blocks in the X direction. To load it, you have to go on version 1.20.1 and type in this seed. This distance from 0 is insane, and it's crazy to see what some people can find with a lot of dedication and programming skills. Distance spawns from 0 are interesting anomalies, and honestly I'm wondering what other distances will be found in the future as well. As people, I think we're all drawn to anomalies because they're novel and we don't see them very often. Since Minecraft practically has unlimited seeds, it means that anomalies will continue to be found for as long as people play this game. So who knows what else is out there. Also, I want to shout out to everyone who found these seeds. It takes a lot of time and effort. And speaking of time, thank you all for watching this video and for your time. It's our most valuable resource, so don't take your time for granted and use it to the fullest. Anyway, that's all for now. See you next time.